Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Now, although this page is dedicated to Hijrah to Morocco and all about Hijrah to Morocco, I do think it's worth mentioning that you should still strive and try for the creme de la creme, Mecca or Medina. These two cities are still the best place to make Hijrah to. The good news is that, Alhamdulillah, Saudi Arabia is making it easier for people to make hijrah there. And there's one particular type of iqama that I don't think a lot of people know about, and that is the talent residence. Now, what you're going to do is you would go to pr.gov.sa and you would click on talent residence on the main page. Who qualifies? The people who qualify are people who are number one, visual artists. So if you're a painter, you are maybe a landscape photographer, a graphic designer, anyone who's into visual arts, you can apply. The second type of person is anyone who's into architectural design. If you're an architect, if you draw up plans, if you are an interior designer, if you are someone who does the 3D, so they specifically title it architecture and design. So anyone who's in that field. The third person who qualify is anyone who is a chef or a baker. So if you're into the culinary arts, then you would qualify. The fourth person is someone who works at a museum. So if you work at a museum, you're a curator, you're someone maybe who restores old artifacts, something like that, you would qualify. The fifth person who would qualify is anyone who's into culture and heritage. So maybe you're someone who, I don't know, maybe you have a YouTube page where you talk about the history of a country, or you're into archaeology, anything that deals with the historic heritage, the cultural aspect of a country. Maybe you're an educator and you teach people about the history of the country or the culture or anything like that. You would qualify. And finally, the last person is anyone who is an athlete. So if you have an athletic career, whatever field it is, you would qualify. So subhanallah, I would say that this is a lot of people would be a potential candidate for this, because how easy it is to be an artist or a chef or a baker. So yeah, these are the categories. So like I said, you would go to pr.gov.sa, click on talent residency, and you would apply. Now here are some of the great benefits of it. First of all, the price. The price is only 1,100 dirhams. What am I talking about? It's only 4,000 Saudi riyals, or around 1,100 US dollars. That's after you would get approved. You don't have to pay that up front when you apply. When you apply, the application fee, as far as I know, is a little bit over 600 Saudi riyals. It's about $170 US dollars right now for the application fee. So subhanallah, like the price is like, it's just mind blowing. Now the duration is 5 years, okay, but you can renew it. You can renew that. You also would, if you live in the country for 2.5 years consecutively, you can also apply to get permanent residency. Now, I don't know all the details of all of that, but you do qualify to live in the country permanently through this program as well. Now, here's some more benefits. You will be able to leave and come back and forth in the country. You can bring your, without a visa, you can bring your spouse, you can bring your children, and you can bring your parents. And as a matter of fact, they ask you for their details when you apply. What's another benefit? Another benefit is that you can work in the country, and you don't have to do the contract. You can freely move between job to job. Like right now, they have a thing where if you work at a company, you have to stay within that company. But if you don't want to work there anymore, if you don't like it, you can leave and move to work at another company. Another thing is that non-Saudis, they have to pay a monthly fee to live in the country per family member. Okay, right. With this residency program, that you don't have to pay that fee. Okay, you're exempt from that. You can buy real estate, you can rent. Um, there's so many other benefits, but those are really like the main ones. Alhamdulillah. So I would still, I would encourage you to try. You know, a lot of people, they go for the easier, the low hanging fruit, but subhanallah, like with this option, I don't think anybody has any excuse. Try to apply to be to get your Iqama in Saudi Arabia. Subhanallah. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I know that I'm pretty sure that a lot of people don't even know about this. So it's worth a shot. You know, if you fall in within any of those categories, just go for it. Say Bismillah. Um, and yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.